Hey guys, we're back with Umineko no Naku Koryo ni, translated meaning when the sequels cry, better known as Umineko when they cry. There you go. Took you a while to pick up on that. We're back with Umineko. Last time, the fourth and fifth Twilight happened from the magic perspective. We'll probably begin investigating it this time, and a couple scenes that I can't wait to happen. So, where do you stand on canon showing up and, you know, there's 3 alive witnesses who saw canon? What do you make of that?
I'm not sure anymore.
There's 3 possibilities, basically.
Okay.
A, Canon's
not dead. Well, Canon died, quote unquote, right?
but he's somehow still alive and actually attacked. And then him fading away when he got touched by webs was a metaphor for something, and that didn't actually happen. But Canon was actually there. Right. B, Genji, Shannon, and Goda killed Nanjo and Kumasawa. Pretend Canon was there. Or C, they thought Canon showed up, and they thought Canon was the one that killed Nanjo and Kumasawa through some means. Basically, the misunderstanding. It's one of those.
Goda did make the soup. It was Goda.
He drugged the soup to make everyone think Canon was there.
He was then he was showing off his sick knife tricks to...
I shared the there's that famous post, well, infamous even, of how Goda did episode 2. I read a bits aloud to him of it to him. Aside from the small bombs thing, you can read it once you finish episode 2, I think. So yeah, no more thoughts on that?
Not really.
Well,
not a lot happened. Not enough happened to make me think.
Which of those things?
Enough happened to make me think, but not enough happened to like. There's not enough information to make like a conclusion here.
Classic. I mean, that is fair. We'll be examining it and hearing their testimony about it this time. But which of those 3, off the top of your head, do you think it is?
So, I think it's number 2.
You think the 3 servants are in on it?
That one makes the most sense.
That is true. Yeah, it's the only one that makes no sense at all.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess one isn't out of the realm of possibility, but then that means that you have to figure out
how they got around the red truth.
And what that metaphor was.
What metaphor exactly?
Him exploding into butterflies.
That could... him escaping somehow?
Sure, but
they'll think that he's... they'll probably say that he died or exploded or something. So, let's get on with it. I don't think you have anything more to add to that. It's still in the realm of magic, I guess you could say. And Dead Angle's going to be playing when we load in. I love that song so much.
Dang.
It's probably the song that... wait, what?
I can't believe all the angles died. Now we just have devils.
Dead Angle's probably the song in Umineko I've listened to the most.
It's pretty good. It sounds like a song that you'd hear in a zombie movie.
Really?
Actually, yeah. Or like a horror game or something.
Like, I don't remember
Actually, no. It sounds very Silent Hill.
Silent Hill?
Yeah.
I haven't played a Silent Hill game. I've played a Resident Evil game with you before, but it's the closest thing I've come to. Same thing, right?
Basically.
But I didn't remember this song at all. Like, I don't remember any spots that it plays in. So when I heard it, like, after reading Umineko, I was like, is this a new song? I'm like that in a lot of video games. Like, do you recognize songs that play in games if you listen to them on YouTube?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all of them?
Most of them, yeah.
because I'll like Persona 5. I recognize like Last Surprise and Rivers in the Desert. I don't recognize that like any of the store themes or things like that. I'm like, yeah, that sounds familiar, but I don't remember it at all. I don't know.
Just listening to Final Fantasy X's music, I could probably tell you exactly what track it is.
Yeah, I can tell you the Umineko tracks because I've listened to them so much. Not in game, but outside of the game, just because the soundtrack's killer. But I can't remember how hardly any of them are used. There's a few that I can point out, but
I could probably tell you exactly where they were played too.
I'm really bad with that.
But only 10. I could only do that in 10.
Only 10, because that's your favorite.
That's, you know, the game that I've devoted 9,000 hours of my life to.
I guess I just don't really pay a lot of attention to music. I've been trying to more because, I mean, a lot of games have killer music, but I just kind of treat it as background, you know?
Yeah.
But in Umineko, that's not how you should do it because the music's a fundamental part of it.
Interesting.
Well, it's not related to the mystery in any way. That's not what I meant. Just they call it a sound novel for a reason.
No, you're right.
Anyway, let's start the episode.
Why would we start the episode when we could just stream 24/7 lo-fi anime hip-hop beats to listen to while studying? Or gaming.
Or both. Yeah, it's so hot up here. Ah, I kicked something. There we go. Okay, it's your line.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know we were starting.
I've been waiting.
Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san were? What on earth are you talking about?
Shannon, thank goodness you're safe. If something had happened to you,
George-sama.
Maria?
Yeah.
You stole my line.
George-kun, be quiet for a second. The murder occurred before your very eyes, right? Did you see the culprit, or not?
That is, how should I explain? Genji-san.
Even we cannot adequately explain what happened in front of us.
It certainly, happened right before our eyes. It was right in front of my eyes. However, it was, what was it? Even I don't understand.
What are you saying? You couldn't have met anyone except the witch, Beatrice, whose location has been unknown since yesterday, or Cannon-kun, who's gone missing. Was it a man or a woman? You should be able to tell me at least that much, right? Aunt Rosa, calm down a bit. Anyone would be confused if two people were taken out right in front of them. Yoda-san, Genji-san, there's no need to rush. Tell us what happened, one thing at a time.
As to that, how should I say it? Is this... Oh, this is badly narrating.
Okay. Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san had been killed. We understood that much. And it seems that it had occurred in front of these people's eyes. But even so, they spoke awkwardly. They admitted that they had definitely seen the crime with their own eyes, but when asked to explain what they had seen, their mouths were suddenly shut. I could understand why Aunt Rosa was irritated and flaring up.
Shannon, did you see it? When Dr. Nanjo was attacked?
Yes.
Tell me, just what you understand. What in the world happened?
Someone came to the back door.
That's right. Someone came up to the back door. Then, wondering who it was, I opened the door.
Someone at the back door? Who was it? Let them finish. And after that?
That person was stained with blood and had a large wound. I don't know if this is Goda or Shannon talking there. We carried that person to the servant room and Dr. Nanjo immediately began first aid. It was a very deep wound.
Like I said, who are you talking about?
I don't know. Certainly, in the beginning, I thought that was the case. No, I still think that. But what in the world was that? I don't know.
In a manner that didn't match his large body, Yoda held his head and scratched at it. I didn't have a clue if he was confused because he couldn't remember, or because he'd seen something terrifying and couldn't accept it. Shannon looked the same way. If she let her guard down, what she'd seen just a short while ago would quickly melt away like a daydream. She wouldn't be able to remember anything. That's what she looked like. Only Genji looked composed as usual, so the questions were naturally directed at him. However, even Genji took quite some time before he spoke, and he had to gather his thoughts. Genji-san, you saw it, right? Who came in through the back door? At first, we believed that person was Canon. You see? He was alive after all! My theory was correct!
By at first, you mean that your impression changed later, right?
Yes. I cannot explain with words what happened after that. He killed Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa, then disappeared. At that time, he was definitely not Canon.
Yes, that's right. It's just as Genji-san says. You really couldn't explain it with words. Do you have the same opinion?
Yes. I can only say the same thing. If we give their claims the benefit of the doubt, it means that Aunt Rosa's first conclusion was correct.
Wait, hold on. Have your thoughts changed at all, hearing their testimony? Still the same thought process, or?
More or less, the servants are getting more and more suspicious.
All of them together, or like collectively?
Yeah, I mean, 2 of them died, and then they're just letting Genji talk.
Yeah. Well, Golden and Shannon are both talking. Golden more than Shannon, but I guess Genji.
They don't feel. They don't feel like they really rehearsed this very well. Is what I'm getting out of it.
Okay. Well, here's another one.
That or they're starting to feel really guilty.
So, are we gonna accept that the 6 in the first Twilight are actually dead? You're fine with that, right?
Yeah.
And we're fine with Jessica actually being dead.
Yes.
Okay. And are we gonna assume Nanjo and Kumasawa are actually dead? We haven't seen their corpses yet, but do you think that's a fine assumption?
Yes.
And Rosa, Maria, Battle, and George, you're all in the same room together, correct?
Yes.
That means the only people who could have gone to the servants' room, we're including Canon here because that's kind of a ambiguity, right? Kinzo, Genji, Shannon, Canon, and Goda. Those are the only ones that could have killed the Nanjo and Kumasawa, assuming there wasn't like a suicide involved.
You said Kinzo, right?
Yeah, I said Kinzo.
Okay.
So, basically, you either suspect the servants or you suspect Kinzo. Or Canon. Well, that's servants, but you get what I mean by that. Right? The 3 surviving servants. Surviving in quotation marks, because Canon. Or it could be 4th party, who's either a 19th person like Beatrice, or 5th option is one of the 7 or 9 dead people, depending on how you look at it, is actually still alive and did it. And they somehow look like Canon. Anyway.
Canon had appeared near the back door to the kitchen with a serious injury. Then, he had been taken to the servant room and cared for. And after that, something terrifying had happened. So, were these people so convinced that Canon-kun couldn't possibly have done such a thing, they'd start to suspect whether it had even been Canon-kun at all? In other words, that means Canon-kun did appear. No matter how confused they are, no matter how they muddle their words, that's what it means in the end. So, does that mean that, after all, Canon-kun used some trick to escape the room even though it was locked? No, that doesn't matter anymore. The real problem is that Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san were killed. Aunt Rosa has claimed that Canon-kun was behind this from the very beginning. No matter how confused these people are, no matter how much they try to deny it, they're halfway confirming that she was right. But even so, for some reason, I felt like their awkwardness could couldn't be explained by confusion alone. What did they see? Like, they said... Did they really see something that couldn't be explained with words?
Like magic.
Meta world?
Yeah. Oh, no. Looked like it would be that transition, but no.
Aunt Rosa, who decided that further talk wouldn't get us anywhere, concluded her questioning and said she wanted to check the two bodies. That was something I'd been wanting to do, too. The witnesses had been able to figure anything out, but they'd been shaken. Oh, duh, you gotta check the bodies before you meta world.
True.
If those of us who hadn't been at the scene calmly looked at the corpses, we might find something. But it was a little surprising to learn that Aunt Rosa was also concerned about the bodies. Even at this point, I still wanted to use any clues I could find to expose the culprit and the truth myself. But it should have been different in Aunt Rosa's case. Hasn't Aunt Rosa prioritized staying safe over finding the culprit? I couldn't really see why she would go to all the trouble of leaving our barricade in the parlor, just because she wanted to check the bodies. We will all go to the servant room together. If we all move together, it'll be safe. Maria, stop playing with scribbles.
Something says a little weird about your mic. I don't know what it is.
Weird about my mic?
Like, I don't know. I can't place it, but it just sounds different than usual, I guess. That's just the way I heard it. Did you just smack it? I heard a zzz.
No, I unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Okay, okay. Maybe that'll do that. Ooh, that's scribbles.
Ooh.
Solving Beatrice's puzzle. Ooh.
Beatrice's puzzle? What's that? Show me too.
Aunt Rosa, are you bringing Maria Chan too?
It seemed that George Aniki was against the idea of bringing Maria to the bloody crime scene. But considering that Maria would be all alone if left here, it'd surely be much safer to take Maria with us. In the end, it was just Aniki's irresponsible humanism. We decided that all of us, including Maria, would go to the servant room. The transitions are us walking.
Yeah. I think I made that joke before. It's my joke. I assume this is still first person.
The bed in the servant room was stained with bright red blood. No, not just the bed. The whole room was covered with gruesome paint from countless bloodstains. That dreadful scene alone was enough to give us an idea of the repulsive sight they'd been trying to describe.
Ooh. I wanna look too. Maria-chan, wait here with me.
George Aniki was standing by the entrance, covering Maria's eyes, with his back to the room. He probably didn't want to dirty an innocent girl's retinas with their repulsive blood in this room. That was surely the correct decision. I was acting tough right now, so I didn't mind. But for the rest of my life, whenever I see red paint scattered around, I'll probably remember this room and start to vomit.
Yeah, for the next couple hours.
My retinas have already had this room burned into them. In other words, it's already too late for me. Huh?
Where did they...
Right after the end of the servant room, Goto-san and Shannon-chan trembled. We shook, wondering what horrible new situation had arisen to make them tremble again. What happened? What is it? Aunt Rosa also shuddered, raising her gun high, searched for whatever it was that had made them shudder. But she couldn't find it. It was only natural. They were trembling because they couldn't find it. Hey, what in the world's going on? Two bodies aren't here. What does this mean? That can't be! Those two were definitely here. Wait. What the hell? Are you saying the corpses just walked off somewhere? That couldn't happen, right? I mean, wasn't the servant room locked? Didn't you unlock the door when you came in just now, Goto-san? So what does that mean? Isn't this the same as Jessica's room? Someone's disappeared from inside a closed room again? It's ridiculous! Bakabakashi!
I don't have a clue what happened either. When we left this room, we definitely locked it. Why is it comma then? Like, is it like a... I don't have a clue what's going on anymore. That was a... Oh, sorry.
There was a timid, pitiful smile on Goto-san's face that he definitely wouldn't have let show normally. Shannon was the same. 2 corpses disappeared, and furthermore, they disappeared while the door was locked. Even if Cannon-kun was the culprit, he shouldn't have had a master key anymore. That's wrong. Cannon-kun isn't the culprit.
Shannon. I believe Shannon. Kaneko is not the culprit. This must be the doing of someone who looks a lot like him.
No, Cannon-kun could have gotten a master key. After all, his master key was found in the pocket of Jessica Chan's corpse. And who took that key?
That's right. It's Dr. Nanjo.
That's right. Back then, it definitely was Dr. Danjo who searched through Jessica's clothes and found the master key. They could have said it any other way, but it had to be through all of Jessica's clothes.
I mean, it probably wasn't
Thank
the
you.
first pocket he looked through.
Thank you, Umineko. I would hope that's not the first pocket he looked through. So,
Why?
if someone had the opportunity to search Dr. Nanjo's corpse, what?
You lost me.
It was in her breast pocket, right?
Was it?
I think that's what they said.
I thought it was in her pocket.
Girl pants don't have pockets.
It's a skirt.
Skirts definitely don't have pockets.
Right. Yeah, they do. Don't
No?
they? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
Where would girls keep their stuff?
Purses?
Where would they hold their purses?
Do skirts have pockets? Do skirts turn guys on? What? Yeah. Yes.
Only if the knee socks come up high enough. Let's go to Zetai Hiroki, look it up.
Okay, so pocketed skirts do exist, but she had a mini skirt, I think. So
It's a mini pocket.
perfect to keep one.
Why are anime skirts always so low?
What are you talking about?
Let's... I don't know. But...
Traditional skirts are enormous, dude.
Traditional skirts?
Like regular old skirts.
Well, let's stop talking about skirts. What do you think?
No, this is important.
What do you think about the corpses disappearing?
Well, the same person who dragged Cannon-kun's off just caused suspicion. Probably dragged everyone else's off too.
The only one who could have possibly dragged them off is Kinzo.
Is Cannon or Kinzo?
Oh, yeah, and Cannon if he's alive.
Yeah. This is a struggle.
I can see an angle in which is possible. You want to think about it a little?
Let's keep reading.
Okay.
So, if someone had the opportunity to search Dr. Nanjo's corpse, it would have been easy for them to take the master key back. Oh. Aunt Rosa searched under the bed and in the locker. By now, I also understood what that meant. If you assume that there are 2 culprits, this could be easily explained. The first person was Cannon-kun, or maybe an imposter that looked like that. He finished off Dr. Nanjo and ran off somewhere. The second person was probably the 19th person, Beatrice, whose location was unknown. That person hid under the bed in the servant room beforehand, and while Dr. Nanjo's body was enshrined there, they waited for Genji-san and the rest to leave. Then later, they crawled out, took the master key back from Dr. Nanjo's pocket, and carried the 2 corpses away for some reason. Or wait, the back door wasn't locked, was it?
Back door? In the kitchen?
Yeah.
I don't...
Oh wait, they took them to the servant room.
Right,
That's
okay.
That's a different place. Hmm. Well, whatever.
The only two people that could do this would be Cannon and Kinzo. Assuming Cannon's still alive, because everyone else has an alibi. Unless the servants are concluded together and their corpses were never there. That's another possibility.
If they then locked the door with the master key, you'd end up with this closed room. Uh-oh.
Meta World. You constructed that one pretty fast, basing it off your reasoning from Jessica's room. With that method, you could create a closed room even without magic. Should I give you passing marks? However, interestingly enough, there's one thing you mustn't forget. If the culprit took back the master key as you suggest, they must have known that Nanjo took the master key from Jessica's body.
You don't have to tell me that. You're probably trying to say that it's information only the people in that place at that time could know. Ha! This third closed room was crushed so fast that you're trying to make hurtful remarks like that. There's no art in repeating the same content over and over. I may have managed to bluff, but that move of the witches hurts bad. I can tell that I'm cracking into the thing I want to deny most. This person's trying to close in on me from two directions. On one hand, there's the frontal attack, where she tries to force me to believe that there's a witch using closed room tricks that only a witch could do. And on the other hand, there's the rear attack, where she tries to lure me into wanting a witch to exist, by strengthening my suspicions of those close to me. In the first closed room, the chapel, she used the frontal attack, but it didn't work on me. So about the second closed room, and now in the third closed room, she's definitely changing the direction of her attack. However, the fact that she is changing the direction of her attack proves that my resistance is having some effect. And she must have given up on the frontal attack because she clearly can't win with it. I tried to settle my unease by thinking these things, but apparently the witch had seen through me long ago.
I will not abandon my frontal attack. A rear attack only has meaning because it advances at the same time as the front. If I were to degenerate into only using the rear attack, it merely resulted in a foolish plan where my means have became my goal.
Really? Well then, won't you repeat someone was hiding in the servant room using that red you're so proud of?
There's no need. The premise of your theory is about to be destroyed.
Oh, really? You refuse? So someone really is hiding?
Also, we'll destroy your premise right now. Come, let's listen in. Please believe us, Yosa-sama. The two corpses were definitely lying here. The bright red blood on the floor is theirs.
Aunt Rose began to search through various objects around the room, her back to Goto-san as he cried out in supplication. Eventually, she found something, and for a while stopped moving.
Yosa-sama, we definitely aren't lying. The two corpses are definitely here.
Be quiet. The person who had the corpses has confessed that they took them to another place. With this. Rose? I think this is yours.
Hmm? Rosa showed them a single sheet of paper over her shoulder.
What on earth is that? Could it be a letter in a sealed envelope, just like in the chapel? Yes, that's right. It was said here, out in the open. I'll read it. Members of the Ushirimiya family and its household, have you now reached the climax of the riddle of the gold's epitaph? There's only one way you can all stop me, by solving the epitaph's riddle. There are no other options left to you that result in the suspension of my ceremony. I humbly ask that you take care not to misunderstand the current situation. Searching for me will prove useless, attempting to escape will prove useless, trying to deny me will prove useless. Beatrice the Golden. Oh, she's not Oh. P.S. I borrowed those two corpses for my ceremony. They will be returned to you in due time, so I crave your indulgence. Also, these keys belong to you, so I return them to you now. As Rosa read that aloud... Oh. Sorry.
Oh, as Rosa read that aloud, the contents of the envelope lay exposed on the palm of her hand. There are two master keys. The master key that Nanjo had found in Jessica's pocket, which had originally been Cannon's, Kumasawa's master key.
What the hell? So what does this mean? Damn you, again? You're saying I can only suspect the servants with the keys again?
I won't say it on your head, okay? I won't deny the possibility that after they locked the door and left, someone was hiding in this room, okay?
If they hid under the bed, it still would have been possible for them to carry the corpses somewhere. They wouldn't have been able to lock the door. The master key, they went through all the trouble. To get was left right here. That's right, I'd forgotten. What about the keys specifically for this room? The servant room keys.
Indeed. Those are kept in the key box in the center of the servant room. There's several servant room keys, but all those are inside the key box.
Which means that the situation is exactly the same as Jessica's room. It's not like the servants would walk around with an unnecessary key when they have those convenient master keys. I can accept they're all kept in the key box.
And the other conditions remain unchanged as well. Entry and exit are impossible except for the single door and the single window. Therefore, hidden doors and irregular methods of entries cannot exist. Rejoice, great detectives. Yo Kobe. Great detectives. I don't know how to say great detectives. And those are both locked. The door and the window do not permit any kind of entry or exit when they are locked. So it wouldn't work to remove the door and make a crack to slide in through, or anything like that while the lock is set. Obviously, it's impossible to unlock the door without a servant room key or the master key. You have any thoughts about this one?
Nothing.
Okay. There's an angle you haven't brought up yet. I think it's a good angle to understand when reading mystery novels. So, have we seen the corpses yet?
No.
Until we see the corpses, we have no way of knowing they're actually dead. Can you make a theory with that?
I mean... Yeah, I guess, like, the theory being that they're not dead.
Yeah.
And they just said that they're dead.
It just said, wait, did it say in your head that they're dead?
Did it?
It didn't? I don't think so.
No, it didn't.
That's like an easy mystery novel technique?
No, right. And they just, like, said they were dead.
Who
they
did?
didn't.
Oh.
The servants were just like, oh no, they.
Yeah. So if they were never in the room to begin with, then Genji or Shannon or Golda just locked the door behind them, and
But there's not a lot of easy places to get blood on this island.
I mean, who has seen the servant room?
Servants.
And who's in on it?
Servants?
So couldn't they have prepared it beforehand? Like maybe the servant room's just been bloody for the past week.
I suppose it's possible.
I mean, this is pretty weak reasoning, but it works with all the reds. The other theory is that the servants are in on it, killed them, moved them, and then locked the door, and then since they have the keys. Which, both valid?
I guess I might get something else to help me out here.
I just wanted to bring that up since that's a very common technique to use in mystery novels in general. Just someone... I don't know the right word. Appearing to be dead, and then but their corpse isn't found until later. Or an autopsy isn't performed until later. And between that time, they're actually alive.
Hmm.
So, I think we're on Beatrice's line. It's a pain having to read all those out aloud every time. Sooner or later, she'll think of a word to put this all together and abbreviate it.
But you can't repeat that someone was hiding in this room. However, that alone won't break open the door of the closed room. Ah, damn it! Damn it! It's useless. It's useless. It's all useless.
What happened to that spinning the chessboard around thing that you're so proud of? Please announce your boastful strange theory.
Spin the chessboard around. What would I do if I were the culprit? I carried the corpses off somewhere. I leave a letter. I lock the door from the inside. Then I just have to escape this room by some means. Damn it, is that even possible? I was told in red that you can't get outside except through the door and the window. Or the window. Ah! At that moment, I got it. That's right. The culprit carried away the corpses, left the letter, and since they didn't use a hidden door, they weren't able to escape. That's it. This isn't a question, it's an answer. Beato, before I ask you to repeat anything, I want to check the definition of hidden doors that you're using.
What have you thought of? Very well, I'll explain. A hidden door refers to an entrance or exit that cannot be recognized as such by those who don't know of it beforehand, of course. Even children know that.
So in other words, if you can't get outside the room with it, it isn't hidden the door? It isn't a hidden door?
Huh? So that's your game.
I kept thinking there needed to be some way for the culprit to escape from the closed room. That's wrong. The culprit couldn't escape, so they decided to hide until we all left. During the second closed room, I tried applying this theory to Canon-kun, but after hearing Canon-kun was killed in red, I gave it up. After that, I proposed that a third person might have been in the room before escaping through a hidden door. And then, for the first time, I was faced with the red claim that no hidden doors exist. I moved from there to what I've just learned. The term hidden door refers to things that make it possible to enter or leave a room. In other words, that category doesn't cover things that don't actually lead in or out of the room, even if these things could never be recognized by people who didn't know about them beforehand. So, if we have something like a hidden shelf or a secret closet, for example, that wouldn't count as a hidden door. That means the third person from Jessica's room is hiding somewhere, waiting for us to leave. How pathetic. It was just a bit of wordplay. So the technique should be enough to handle even this third closed room. If there's a hidden shelf under the bed or anything like that, that'd be tough. The culprit's hiding somewhere, waiting for us to leave.
You said tough. It's enough.
It'd still be tough. The culprit is also trapped in the closed room even now, which means, at this very moment, the culprit is still hiding in the servant room, holding their breath. And that means... what the hell? Even though we've been tortured by closed rooms 3 times, at this very moment we've actually gotten the culprit in checkmate. I'm finally starting to see it. Eat this, Beato! Repeat it! There is no one in this room other than us. By us, I mean George Aniki, Maria, Aunt Rosa, Genji-san, Goda-san, and Shannon-chan. Got it?
You forgot me,
What do you
but...
think? What?
Because that's pretty important, but... Sorry.
No, he's not important. You can't say it, right?
Oh, I'm being blocked by your finger in the classic sprites. Oh.
I'll bet that hit you where it hurts. If you refuse, then say it, damn it. Here comes the next one. Repeat it. I don't know how they're hiding this room, but if they are, then this solves the second closed room, Jessica's room, at the same time. I finally caught her by the tail. With this, I can explain everything. What if Beato was a cat girl?
Well, that'd just make Umineko worse because cat girls suck.
It would make it infinitely better.
That's impossible. You can't times infinity by infinity.
Yeah, it's true. Witches don't exist, and I don't have to suspect anyone. Alright, starting now, I'll spin it around. Now I'll have her repeat that.
No one exists in this room except your group. Your group refers to Bradley, George, Maria, Rosa, Genji, Goda, and Shannon.
What?
Were you expecting that?
Yeah, kind of.
Let's go back to Jessica's room. When Jessica's corpse was discovered, only Bradley, George, Maria, Rosa, Genji, Goda, Shannon, Kumasawa, and Nanjo were in Jessica's room. Whoops, the corpse of Jessica is also included. Therefore, both in the case involving Jessica's room and the one involving the servant room, no humans exist that you are not aware of. No one is hiding. And I'll say more. No method exists by which the door can be locked from the outside without using a key. Regarding the window, no method exists by which it can somehow be locked from the outside. Let me also say this. You are incompetent!
Wait, you can't just hee in red?
Yes, we can. Just did. So there's you are incompetent. I've been waiting for that one.
share this with the world.
Remember that you agreed with Battler's reasoning there, so you are incompetent as well.
No.
It's in red. You can't deny it.
Damn it. Dumbass. So, it's really a closed room, isn't it? And just when I'd finally managed to think of a way out. If you were hiding, that would fit everything. Just when I thought I'd broken through your trick. Damn it. Yeah! It's useless, it's useless, it's useless, it's all useless.
He
For a
added
second I thought I had it.
Last
It was
time
all
he said
useless.
That. Last time he
Huh?
said that there's 3 useless, now it's 4 useless. The situation is getting just more useless by the second.
It's worse. Damn it. I was so sure that I'd finally seen through her, that I'd seen how she distracted me with her clever red wordplay and fooled me. Just when I thought I'd found a light in the darkness, it disappeared. Just disappeared. Swallowed up by a blood-red sea. Red. Red, 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 red.
Oh man, that makes me excited.
No one is hiding.
I'm just gonna tell you about it. I cannot wait for the red web.
What?
The red web.
Oh no.
That's probably the cruelest part of Umineko. It's in episode 3. And it's great. Just remember, the red web. The red web is the new golden land. You have to say, the red web. Like a deep voice.
Oh, you're right. There's no hidden door, and you know how to get past the door or the window, whether they're locked. Have you just proven that's all impossible? Has the devil's proof been fulfilled? With the frontal attack? Impossible. That's impossible!
What's young? You sure owe me a battler? Weren't you so confident in your ability to deny witches? Why are you groveling and bringing out bitter tears in a place like that? Yes, what a truly splendid tactic. Truly splendid how you're trying to make me fall over and drown in a sea of tears for my own laughter. I mean, it could work. That is what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to make me laugh and laugh myself to death, right? You sure owe me a battler?
What are you calling magic? I'll definitely prove that witches don't exist. I definitely won't believe in you. You use the power of magic and bullied and kill everyone for fun? I definitely won't accept that.
Hey, battler. Sorry for bullying you so much. I'll spin the chessboard around from my side. I'll stand in your place and show you the best possible move you can make. Wanna hear?
Don't screw with me. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear!
Consider Jessica's room. You're off to a good start, you know that? All that about hiding and waiting for everyone else to leave. That truly was well spotted. Well, why did you only think of Cannon and me, the 19th person? I see, so the hide part of hiding and waiting got in the way, which prevented you from getting any further. Come on, you see what I'm getting at, don't you? It's Jessica. Jessica!
I knew it. The whole time.
If Jessica were the culprit, is she still talking? No,
I think so.
This is first person. I think. There's no quotation marks. They ended.
Oh, okay, never mind. If Jessica were the culprit, a farce like this could be easily constructed. She killed Cannon-kun and carried him off somewhere. Then she played dead and let us walk by. But that's ridiculous. Dr. Nanjo definitely confirmed that she was dead. Did he?
I mean...
Did he actually perform an autopsy?
He rifled through her pockets. Which I'd say that's enough. I don't know if he did an autopsy, but... It was enough that if she was faking dead, he would know. You breathe. You have a
Well,
pulse.
I mean... But that's ridiculous. Dr. Nanjo definitely confirmed that she was dead. So was Dr. Nanjo an accomplice too? That's wrong. I also confirmed that Jessica was dead. Of course, I've never examined a corpse before, but she was definitely dead. I think she was dead. No, that's probably surely definitely what I thought. But certain. Wait, she was dead. She was dead. Jessica was in on. Oh, sorry.
I think this is Beato.
This is totally Beato.
Jessica was in on it, and Nanjo, who examined her corpse, was in on it too.
You want to know how I knew it was Beato?
Madeline doesn't laugh like that.
I advanced to the next line.
That makes the third closed room of farce, doesn't it?
Yeah, then it's simple. Dr. Nanjo is in on it, so in other words, he's on the culprit's side, which means he was never dead in the first place? We thought his body disappeared after he was killed, but what if he was never in the server room to begin with? So Kumasawa Bachan disappeared with him. Does that mean she's in on it too? That's not all. That's not all! The servants who all agreed to keep to that story, Kiji-san and Goto-san and even Shannon-chan, were also in on it. Then the one who stole the key from Maria's handbag was Jessica. No, it could even have been George Aniki. After all, if Shannon-chan is on the culprit's side, that automatically makes George Aniki on the culprit's side. Wait a second. Just wait a second. They're all wolves. They're all wolves! Not only am I drowning in an ocean of bright red blood, there are packs of wolves clamoring on the banks whose blazing eyes tell me that they'll eat me if I crawl out. Which way should I die? Should I deny the existence of everything and drown in a bright red sea? Or should I learn the truth and have my whole body chewed to bits by the wolves? It's either one hell or the other.
Where did you
I
get
can't
the
choose.
existence from?
What?
You said, should I deny the existence of everything?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I heard you. It's on video. I've done
No.
stuff like that before too, but I'm wondering what...
Should I deny everything? I was probably thinking which.
Ah. It's either... Oh. That's why I'm here. Come, sure owe me a battler and you.
How can you say that in red?
Show your eternal loyalty and lick my shoes. If you accept me, all their riddles will be resolved. With my power, any kind of closed room can be created or destroyed. Battler, don't you want to abandon yourself to the joy of surrendering to one with power? I'll make you my favorite furniture. I'll love you so much and make you my toy until you turn to ashes.
It's too much Beato. My heart can't handle it.
This is too much Ahaha.wav. Can't handle the 3 Beato. Can you handle 2?
Barely. Now it's clear. There's no longer any reason to doubt.
Huh? What are you saying?
You kept saying those two were dead, but they aren't here. And now we have this letter from Beatrice, where she's been kind enough to confess that she carried the corpses off. It's as simple as that. I've had enough of this farce.
Battle again.
As Aunt Rosa yelled this, she looked at all of us with a fierce expression.
Is this System Zero?
What do you mean
Yeah,
by farce?
What? They cut the talking part out of System Zero. This song's called System Zero. It used to have... There are 2 lines. I think they're from Star Trek. I forget what they are. Hold on, I'll look them up. System Zero words. No, Umineko. Here. Go to YouTube. Pause that. Words in the beginning? Believing oneself to be perfect is often the sign of a delusional mind. Small words, from a small being, trying to attack what it doesn't understand, is what is in the beginning. I think this played in episode 1, don't quote me on that. I think the manga game release cut the words, for whatever reason. Anyway. Did you say what do you mean by farce?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I said it in Jessica's room. You can't trust anyone but yourself and those whose corpses have been found. And since we can't find the corpses of those 2 people, we must not accept that they've been killed.
Please wait, Aunt Rosa. What do you mean by that?
Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san aren't dead, they're alive. We're supposed to believe that they've been killed, but they're definitely hiding somewhere in this mansion. So that they can attack us.
How could you know that? Are you saying that Goto-san and the rest are lying? Rosa-sama, I, Goda, know all the Ushiromiya family servants. We all swear that nothing of this would happen.
You all say that those two were killed, but since there are no corpses, we mustn't believe you. There's a chance that you worked out a story beforehand, that you're lying. There's a good way to prove your innocence, isn't there? Find Dr. Nanjo's and Kumasawa's bodies. If you can find them, then maybe I'll start listening to your story. But until you do, you cannot deny that you are all wolves. You! And you! I'll bet you were all bought by that witch. That your eyes were blinded by gold. Do you really want money that much? That's right, isn't it? You want to live the easy life for as long as you live. What value could a life like that possibly have? Rosa-sama, we couldn't have... Be silent, and Shannon, don't get any closer. I think you'd repay a 10-year-long debt of gratitude with betrayal. I'll pull the trigger without mercy.
This might be battle. Just use Battly's voice.
How could you? It's too cruel.
It's Battly or Shannon. And Aunt Rosa, that's horrible. A murder occurred in this room, and then the culprit carried away the corpses away. All they're doing is honestly reporting what they saw. That's Battly. That's Battly. Come on now.
Oh, it was Shannon the whole time. Cannon flag. Shannon sounded like that at that exact moment.
Well, no, the Shannon flag.
Shannon had... Shut up. Shannon had finally broken down in tears. She'd sacrificed 10 years to the Yoshida family. She had sacrificed 10 of the most brilliant years of her life. She'd believed she built up a friendly relationship with Rosa, and this is what she got in return. You can kill a person without using a knife. What?
What?
Oh, okay. I didn't have to be George Aniki.
That's foreshadowing! You can kill someone without using a knife. Cannon was killed. What actually happened? Rosa was like, Cannon, you're dead to me. And shot him, but it, like, she shot him with words so he didn't actually die. Then he came back for revenge against everyone. It all makes sense.
Okay.
Are you buying that?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you're narrating it. Who set a picture up on the desk?
Chairman Mao. To realize that Chan had been stabbed in the heart, though she was shedding tears like blood.
Shannon-san, stay back. Rosa-sama, it is true that I, Golda, have not served for many years, and I understand that I have not earned your trust. However, could you not believe in Shannon-san at least? She has sacrificed a full 10 years in service to the Ushiromiya family. I'm not telling you to believe me. At the very least, can't you believe in Shannon-san?
But even I don't understand anymore. I don't understand! We can't search for an answer without suspecting them. Yeah, bit by bit, I'm starting to understand. It's because we've been searching for an answer. That's why everything keeps going wrong. We don't need an answer. These are all strange murders, committed with bizarre magic by the 19th person, the witch Beatorici, in accordance with some creepy ceremony. Isn't that enough? I don't want to suspect anyone anymore. Everything got all red. Shannon-chan and Goto-san were protesting innocence, half crying. Genji-san quietly put a stop to that. Enough. What Rosa-sama says is quite sensible. Until we find the corpses, we cannot prove Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa's innocence. That's right. By Rosa-san's argument, if their corpses can't be found, then the innocence of those people alone can't be proven. But that only counted for the corpses. Even if the survivors searched for the mansion and found the corpses, in the end, their own innocence would never be proven.
Wait, I thought of a way to prove, like, 5 people innocent. Yoza just shoots them.
Wow, how about that?
Wow.
This is
Wow.
your line.
Wow.
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 Is that you saying that? Was that you saying wow?
Yeah, why?
Oh, okay. Did you just step away from your mic?
No.
What? Why did you sound
What?
so weird then?
So I was scratching my head.
Oh, it sounded like it was Cody saying wow.
Okay.
Did you record voice files of Cody saying wow?
Yeah. Who is this?
This is narration.
Okay. They kidnapped Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san, killed them in another place, and locked the closed room with their own master keys. Unless the closed room could be broken by a method other than that one, it would be impossible to prove their innocence. But that couldn't be done. They only have one chance to prove their innocence. That can only happen if they meet with the culprit, became corpses, and then are reunited with Aunt Rosa. Isn't that strange? They're innocent if they die, but guilty as long as they're alive. Just like a witch trial. Oh, right. The enemy's a witch. So everything is cool. Is that it? Rosa-sama. We are furniture and service to the Yoshida family. Whether you trust us or not is no business of ours. No matter what assessment you give us, we will merely continue to serve until our final hour. You really are a model servant. I deeply understand why Father trusts you. It really is heartrending that I must suspect even you.
Okay, fine.
What?
I heard that. I heard
Yeah.
it. I heard it.
Genji-san stuck his hand into his pocket and pulled out a master key. Then he sat on a nearby table. I believe I was given this as a sign of trust placed in me. If that trust has been lost, I think it's only natural that I return it.
I stubbed my toe.
I'll give you a second to cry.
My toe. Okay, you could go. You could go.
That's a good decision. Those master keys are the main reason you've been suspected several times today. It may seem elementary that letting go of those might clear away that suspicion, but
Where
I don't
are you?
think it's a bad thing.
Okay, there you are. I found you. I
You
found
too.
you.
Genji-san looked at Goda and Shannon-chan. The two of them nodded and set their own master keys on the table. Aunt Rosa laid the two master keys that had come out of the envelope on top. With that, all 5 master keys were gathered in this place. In other words, this was proof that all of the servants' service until today had been negated. With even the final honor they should have been permitted stripped from them. Maria, give me that handbag.
Ooh, give it back.
Aunt Rosa snatched Maria's handbag, tossed the master keys in there, and held up one of them for all to see. She was showing us that she now had all the master keys.
Are you satisfied now, Aunt Rosa? Now you have all the master keys. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Yes, I'm satisfied. Even if I can't trust anyone else, at least I can trust myself. Oh no. I've been able to get the gun and the master keys for myself.
It's like the Infinity Gauntlet, but instead of gems, it's keys. Now she puts them into the gun and
the
shoots
Chaos
the keys.
Emeralds. She got all the Chaos Emeralds. Now she just needs 50 rings to turn into Super Rosa.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Okay.
Now we don't have to suspect anyone. You all are happy too, I take it. Now you don't have to be suspected anymore.
Wait, you're also just at Ahaha.wav. What does it mean?
Uh-oh.
Is your Rosa theory back now? It was dead, but now it's back?
I mean, it never really left, but... At that time, Maria...
Oh, you
Oh wait, no, this is you.
There.
Alright, no, this is like third person, I think.
Oh, at that time, Maria, who alone seemed to be watching this as though it was a show, sneered at their mother. Oh, nope.
This is weird. Aunt Rosa reacted nervously to that laugh and turned around.
Keys don't have anything to do with this. Beatrice can open doors with magic. She doesn't need keys.
She's called her Beatrice?
No, I said Beatrice.
Damn, I just found Nicholas's waifu.
What? Oh! I get it. I never got like Bay. Like
Understandable. She is pretty cute, but she's also crazy. So
no, Erica's best girl. Come on now.
I don't
Also,
know how true that is yet.
both of those things apply even more to Erica than Beatrice.
That's true. I don't know much about Erica, but I do know that she's way more insane than Beatrice.
It doesn't matter who has or doesn't have something like that.
Don't I always tell you to stop laughing like that? What is it, Battler-kun? I had just cut in between the two of them. No, that's not it. I was on my knees and hugging Maria's head. I was crying. Just stop it already, Aunt Rosa. Maria was right. What are you talking about? Maria, I'm sorry for doubting. I'm sorry for not believing.
Battler.
It was all the witch's doing. The witch's doing. All that stuff about tricks and closed room didn't matter. It's just the witch Beatrice actually exists, and she's really a witch. And because I didn't believe, it's been so painful and so sad.
Okay, have that all on camera. We can cut the Umineko series now.
No!
It's over. It's
No!
over.
I even called her Beatrice instead of Beatrice. It's
You
me giving up.
you believe in Beatrice?
Yes, I believe. Beatrice exists.
She said it.
She's a witch who uses strange magic. No, I refuse. Meta World Grant doesn't agree.
Battler.
Maria let go of my hand, and then she was the one holding my head.
That's enough, Battler. Beatrice existed. You had so much trouble believing, so you couldn't see her. Witches exist. They exist. It'll come soon. You believed in Beato, so you'll surely be invited to the Golden Land.
Oh.
Very soon now. It'll happen very soon, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. There's no need to be afraid, okay? Stay with me, hands joined, okay?
Nay?
Let's think for the riddle of the epitaph together. Let's think about Beato's puzzle. Beato's been saying it from the beginning. She hasn't said anything other than, let's play and solve this puzzle.
Yeah, that's all she said.
But you're not
Right.
wrong.
She did. Searching for the culprit was just a waste of time. If only we had just believed in the witch. After gently brushing my cheek as my tears kept dripping down, Maria kissed my forehead as softly as a feather. This is getting
Reminded
weird.
that Maria's best girl.
For just that instant, Maria's smile, which once seemed creepy to me, was like that of an angel. Now we hold control to skip to the end of the episode. Because we're done with Umineko.
Yeah.
Which is
Umineko's over. We accepted witches.
We have returned the master keys, but our loyalty to the Ushidamiya family will not change. From now on, we will not enter the parlor without permission. Rosa-sama, please lock the parlor from the inside. You truly are an admirable person. When the typhoon passes, if the cries of the seagulls return to this island again, I wonder if we'll be able to trust each other once
We
more.
can trust each other once more. When the seagulls cry.
Meow, meow. If you were to grant us your trust once again, there could be no greater pleasure. No homo. I see. We'll definitely be able to understand each other. When the seagulls cry. What? The name drop! Title drop!
Oh, real credits. What theme is that?
That's Metal Gear Solid 3. Who's saying this? Is it
Genji.
It would probably be best if we left this room as is until the police come. Rosa-sama, if you would please lock it. We will return to the kitchen. If you need anything, please command us at any time. Thank you. If you are a wolf, how shamelessly you speak. And if you are a sheep, then I'm sorry for throwing you into the cage of wolves. For I true entrusts its fate to the family. If I could regain your trust by giving up this life of mine, I would consider it a great honor. I hope you all manage to return safe until the typhoon passes, if such a thing is possible. This is all a rhapsody of blowing winds and pouring rain performed by the typhoon. That's the entire plot line of a Toho game.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the Toho fighting game.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Where do you think the Toho fighting game characters came from?
I didn't know they were Toho fighting game characters.
Oh, well, then you're an idiot.
I don't know Toho.
You are incompetent.
I know Book Girl. That's it. Petroli.
Hold on, let me just... There you go.
You you have that at the ready now.
Yep.
You uploaded it to Imgur even.
Well, that's just what my screenshot program does.
Oh. Huh.
Sorry.
It's win the performance.
Yeah, sorry. It's really hot, so
Oh.
my stupid
understand.
long hair makes my head itchy. Okay, sorry. When the performance ends and the curtain closes, we will surely be able to grasp hands together again. When the seagulls cry. Aunt Rosa nodded in response. Genji-san turned on his heels. He left the servant room. Goto-san's face was still streaked with tears, but maybe he'd managed to sort out his feelings as he listened to Genji-san's words. His face had been truly shameful, but it had returned the face of the Goto-san we knew well.
I will also be waiting in the kitchen. If you need anything, please command me at any time. If you wish for some warm food, I, Gona, will have the very best prepared for you.
When the seagulls cry. And Knuckles.
Is that the new
Thank-
Umineko coming out? Umineko and Knuckles?
Umineko 3 and Knuckles. Well, this moment was just ruined by me once again.
Yep.
Thank you. I can't wait for your breakfast tomorrow. And the boat will probably come by midday tomorrow. Thanks for everything up until now. Your cooking was my only pleasure on Rakanjima.
Certainly. I, Gona, will prepare a supreme breakfast. Please look forward to tomorrow morning.
Thank you. And Chen, tomorrow morning, let's make up and have some delicious coffee. Uh-huh.
I think that's Yoza.
George-kun?
I'm going with them.
It's alright, George-sama. Please, return to the parlor. There are no more master keys, so if you're with Rosa-sama in the parlor, you won't be threatened by anyone. You're right. That's how things have sorted themselves out, isn't it? Objectively speaking, I'd say you'll be safest with me in the parlor. But I won't force you to stay with us, George-kun. You may stay in any place you feel is safe. You're already an adult. Wait.
What?
No. Don't let him make this decision!
I mean, George is like 22. He's an adult. Something like that.
She was so committed to keeping everyone all of her children, but now she's like, fuck them.
She doesn't care. She's Yoza.
That's
Have you
fair.
seen how she treats her older child?
That's fair. You're already an adult. It's up to you to decide where and with whom you spend the time until tomorrow morning.
Yes. I'll decide with whom I'll spend this night.
Aniki.
Badale-kun, stay with Aunt Rose in the parlor. Sure you'll be safest there. Everywhere outside the parlor is dangerous in comparison. So, I can't leave her in a place like that alone.
It's not like I suspect Shen and the other servants, or anyone at all. I don't want to suspect anyone. The inheritance? The gold? That's all nothing. There's no way people are killing each other over things like that.
Yes. I know better than anyone how pure your heart is, Badale-kun. No one will blame you. No one.
Aniki! I miss Aniki.
No! Don't bring that up! It's alright. I'll protect you, Battler. If you're with me, even Beatrice won't be able to lay a hand on you. I may be small, but I'm still a witch. Yes. Maria-chan, I'm leaving Battler in your care. Alright, Shannon. Let's go.
Yes. Rosa-sama, if you would excuse me. If you have an order, please call me at any time. I'm sorry for saying something so cruel just now. I don't expect you to forgive me until tomorrow morning. But when tomorrow morning comes, let me apologize again. Yes. Thank you very much. George, Aniki, and Shannon Chen left the servant room together. Now, only Maria, Aunt Rosa, and I were left in this disgusting, bloodstained room.
Wolf's a cheap puzzle. If girls are mirror or wolves. Uh-oh.
Until Genji-san disappeared, until Goto-san disappeared, until George, Aniki, and Shannon Chen disappeared, we stood there, shocked. After their presence and their footsteps had completely disappeared, Aunt Rosa giggled, as though she just remembered something pleasant. You can't trust them for a moment. That damn furniture.
Did you think she was actually being nice, or did you fall for it?
No, no, I can't believe her. That one sentence made me choke. Why are you saying something like that?
System 0 again.
There are 5 master keys in all? Who would believe that? It's obvious that some duplicate keys exist. As if we could trust them just because they pulled keys out of their pockets. You don't mean that, right? By setting down those keys, they weren't just letting go of them. You've made all their hard work count for nothing. Disgraced it. Trampled it. And in the end, you made them give up their keys. What's with that parting line? They've shown they're willing to go this far and you still can't trust them? Too much. It's just too much. It's a devil's proof. There are 5 master keys in all? It's impossible to prove something like that. You can't show that there are 5 master keys by placing them here. But you can't prove that more than 5... But you can't prove that no more than 5 exist. Only a demon or a witch can prove something like that, right?
No, actually, that's ooh-ah.
Wah!
Weren't you complaining about ooh-ahs yesterday? Or is that something else?
Yeah, no, I wasn't complaining. It was, you know, in the anime when the anime girl goes, "Eh?"
Oh
when
yeah,
she's
I know that
surprised
one.
and goes,
Yeah.
"Yeah."
I don't know that one.
When she's surprised and then scared, and then the roof flies off the house.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, but they go like yeah, not ooh-ah.
Yeah, well, I mean, was and kias are interchangeable.
I mean,
It's just not
we're in a
hockey.
pretty important scene. Do we have to talk about kias and and?
This is your fault. You brought it up.
No, you brought it up yesterday.
Okay, sure, whatever. Stop it already! Stop it already! Please, Bihitorichi, show yourself right now and tell Aunt Rosa and Red there are only 5 master keys. Please, I'm begging you. This can only be proved by devils, by a witch like you. Please, Bihito, show yourself here and tell Rosa that those are all the master keys, and there's no need to suspect anyone anymore.
There are only 5 master keys. There are only 5 master keys. How's that? No matter how often I say it, I won't reach Rosa's ears. After all, it seems there's still someone who denies that I exist, right? You sure owe me a battler?
I accept it! Accept... You exist! You exist! You definitely exist! So I'm begging you, stop this already! Stop it already! Stop it already! Ah!
Words alone are not enough. Show it with your actions. Swear from your heart that you'll become my furniture. Can you do it? Take off your clothes, be naked, then put your hands on the ground and crawl. Clothing is proof of one's humanity. From now on... What? You'll become furniture, so it's only natural that you'll lose that right.
Okay.
Then kneel, make your tongue crawl in my shoes. Can you do it?
Your toes into some weird kinky stuff.
You can do it, right? When you do, I'll appear and stand and ready. I'll tell Yosa that there are only 5 master keys. Oh, but of course you'll never abandon that lordly pride of yours. But you've done well. You've done more than enough. You're starting to get that tingly feeling, aren't you? For just an instant, you thought maybe licking my shoes wouldn't be so bad, didn't you? You immediately denied that and felt ashamed, right? Just looking at your expression feels just heavenly. That face of yours is so pathetic, so go look in a mirror. You'll see how low you are, naked and licking my shoes, right? Can you see it? You sure owe me a battler.
You're right, Bihito!
So now Umineko's over. We know how those 3 twilights happened. The first twilight was, you know, magic. Second twilight was, you know, magic. And the 4th and 5th was, you know, magic. We've solved it. Umineko's over. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was a good series. You liked it too, right?
What about the epitaph?
Oh, we forgot to solve the epitaph. Oh well, but Umineko's over. You have to solve it in your own time.
Okay.
Finally, feels good to be over with Umineko. My hard drive is free.
By episode 2, we're already done.
Yeah. Only 2 episodes. One in like 0.6 episodes. Well, 0.75 episodes. No way. Yeah, about there. 1.8 maybe. We're almost done with episode 2 though. I think there's gonna be 4 episodes left after this one. So next time it's gonna be the I'm gonna say final Twilight. And then the one after we'll be examining it, and then from there on it's closing off the game. You ready for that?
I'm ready.
Okay, so you don't actually believe witches exist.
No.
Have you had any more thoughts on the 4th and 5th Twilight? Regarding Nanjo and Kumasawa? Well, here's one. Do you think they're alive or dead?
I'm starting to think that they're alive.
Okay. I did present you with that theory. Although I could be, fooling you. But the game also presented with that idea. That the servants didn't kill them. And just pretended they did. And they're all in on it. But how many people would have to be on it for that to work? Because before you thought maybe like 2 or 3 people were in on it tops, right? But that would mean that... Are we counting canon? No, because if they're in on it, they don't need canon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are in on it, counting Nanjo. That's quite a lot of people. And you still suspect Rosa of it, right?
She definitely seems untrustworthy.
Okay. Oh, I want to ask this. I'll start with Badly. Do you trust Badly?
Do I trust Battler?
Yes.
I should.
Okay, yeah, that's just a basis question. Do you trust George?
It's difficult.
I mean,
I mean, at this point, I'm like, trust nobody, not even yourself. Self.
I mean, he has an alibi for the 2nd and 3rd murders. Because remember, he was in the chapel when Jessica died. And... he was with Rosa and the others' cousins.
That's true. He could just be the random idiot that doesn't know what's going on.
Well, that's Battler. You can't steal Battler's job.
No, he's incompetent.
Wait, that's your job.
No. Yes.
Well, you said me. You are incompetent. And do you trust Maria?
I don't know how a 6-year-old could orchestrate all of this, but
She's
I mean,
9.
you never know, I guess. Oh, okay. Well, she's 9. Sorry, didn't mean to offend you there.
She's the mastermind.
A genius.
So, you relatively trust all the servants then? Or George a little less than the others, but still...
George isn't a servant.
Yeah. I'm talking about... It's a cousins, didn't I?
No, you said servants.
Well, I'm talking about the cousins here.
You said servals. What if Serval was doing it?
Oh,
At the very end, she just came out and said, Tanoshi.
That'd explain everything.
And then Battle was like, please don't eat me.
Wasn't Komodo Friends like a year ago now? It's been a while.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. So next episode's gonna be a fun one. Let me tell you.
It's been a while.
I'd say the last closed room here is the hardest one. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
So we'll see everyone next time. Oh, oops. And with some more Umineko, you have anything to say before we call it?
Bye.
Okay, bye. See you then.